Wow, pretty, but not as pretty as it should have been. Hi everybody, BMeister22 here. Today we're going to look at another one of those finished product crystals I purchased online. And if you've seen my labradorite video about this sort of thing, which I was disappointed, I'm even more disappointed with this. Number one, why am I disappointed? I purchased a spherical polished piece of amethyst, and that's what I got. The picture they showed made it look a little bigger. Yeah, small hands. We've seen that before in photos. The picture they showed made it look a deep, dark purple. A lot deeper and darker purple than this. Why is that important? The value of amethyst comes from the color. The deeper and darker the purple, the more it's worth, the cooler it looks. So when you have something that's this faint or faded, that's a bit disappointing. Yes, is it purple? Yes, is it amethyst? Yes, it's kind of cool. There's a lot of blemishes in this. The polishing job doesn't look that good. There's some cracks and stuff. Yeah, you're going to have that with all crystal. Very disappointed. Is it neat? Yeah. Is it cool? Yeah. Am I disappointed? Yeah. Now let's compare this that I just purchased to this other piece of amethyst I have. This piece of amethyst geode that I already had, it's a darker purple than this, and even the color and darkness, and is it called tint or hue, of the one I already had isn't considered a high quality color. Now if this was a super dark purple, that thing that I had would be worth quite a bit. But this new piece I have is even lighter than the, I don't want to say worthless, than the lower value, than the low value amethyst I already had. Did they doctor the photo? Well, they could have. That's a common thing. But the real common thing is they make a bunch of these, they take the best looking one, take a photo of it, and in the fine print they say, this is a representation of what you're getting, but yours may vary. So yeah, very disappointed. But what should I expect? These things are made in big factories in China. So yeah, it came from China. So I guess I get what I deserve, right? Yeah. Or I guess I got what I deserve. But that's the problem that I'm finding when I purchase some stuff on eBay. And remember, we had this problem on Amazon a while back. Just like on Amazon, where you can't automatically assume it's being shipped to you from Amazon, there's a lot of retailers who are actually based in China and Hong Kong. Well, it's really the same thing now, right? And they are sending you stuff. I've had problems with that in the past when we're doing toy collections. I don't even know if that video is around anymore, but it doesn't matter. There's really almost no recourse, even on Amazon. They just say, I'm going to give you a refund, and then they ignore you. So I was making this purchase on eBay. I know I said I wouldn't buy on eBay. I know I said it, but there's some things that I can only get on eBay. So that's why I ended up purchasing this from China. But what I was going to get at before I just kind of went off on this tangent was sometimes you don't know where the stuff's coming from. I needed a radioactive piece of material to test my Geiger counters. Sometimes they are specific for the type of Geiger counter you have. If you have a certain style, it comes in a tube, you got to put it in the tube. Yeah, it's specific. My Geiger counter isn't specific, so I needed a other type of radioactive material. So I purchased this piece of radioactive material for like 50 some odd bucks. And then it turns out, well, I'll tell you where it's from after I tell you this. It turns out that they say, oh, it'll be here in 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks, maybe. No tracking number, no nothing. And where was it coming from? Poland. And I'll tell you right now, I've got nothing against Poland. You know, they're a good NATO ally. I got nothing against Poland. But I'm going to tell you, if I knew this was coming from the other side of Europe, I wouldn't have internationally ordered some radioactive material and had it sent to me in the mail. Yeah. Tell me that didn't flag a couple of databases. So yeah, that's the problem with ordering on eBay. If you don't look at the fine print, you don't know where it's coming from. You say, oh, this is coming from Wyoming, because it'll be Wyoming something, and it turns out it's coming from like Czechoslovakia or something. They just call it Wyoming something. So yes, very disappointed with this purchase. Am I going to throw it away? No. Will I trade it off? I mean, possibly, but now I have a finished piece of amethyst, whereas what I have or had prior to this was just this really cool piece of amethyst and then a bunch of amethyst geodes that I've cut open. And I still have not found any bright, purple, dark, really cool amethyst geodes. It's just kind of the boring ones, but someday I will find and cut open and bask in the glory of the geode that I just found. All right, leave your comments in the comments section. As always, thanks for watching.
Beanmeister 22, the most dangerous man on YouTube.